Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review, we're going to take a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, the Batman Batmobile. So I ordered mine directly from the McFarlane online store like a week or two ago, and there it is. It already arrived, so this should start hitting now if you ordered it from the McFarlane online store. But yeah, very excited to take a look at my least favorite Batmobile. Yeah, in my rankings, this Batmobile, even though I love it for the context of the movie, but it's definitely my least favorite looking Batmobile. I like the more, Tim Burton Batmobiles, the Joel Schumacher Batmobiles. Those were my Batmobiles. But I, of course, love the BVS Batmobile as well. But yeah, for me, I like this Batmobile quite a bit, as in the context of the movie. It fits that world, I think, really nicely. A very home-built, realistic, kind of 70s vibe to it. So from that perspective, I appreciate it. And for me, it has the second best Batmobile reveal out of all the Batman movies. Of course, Keaton, 1989, when they're coming out of the museum and we meet the Batmobile for the first time. Love that reveal of the Batmobile. But for the Pattinson movie, when you see it in the background there revving up with the blue light flames, or the blue flames and all that, that was just amazing. It looked like something out of a horror movie, just something that was scary and intimidating. So got to give it up for the reveal of this Batmobile. But yeah, I just wish it would look more like a bat. I like bat-shaped things. So that's my opinion on the ranking of the Batmobile. Now, as for the Batmobile itself, yes, the proportions are not perfect. I would say that like this whole piece here should be lower. The top should be higher. I don't know. It's definitely not perfectly proportioned. But for me, this is a fine representation in toy form of the Pattinson Batmobile. To me, it works. It's going to look nice on the shelf, and it's fine. Again, this is my least favorite Batmobile, so I don't have that much emotion about it. The Keaton 89 Batmobile from McFarlane, that was one of my biggest disappointments. The canopy, the paint, and all that aside, that I wish they had, given it a little bit more love than it got. But for this one, this works for me. Of course, I would like to have seen more weathering. It looks a little too brand new. It looked a lot dirtier and grimier in the movie. You do see some weathering here, like, by the tires, but that weathering looks a little too nice, honestly. It doesn't really blend well with the rest of the car. It looks like almost like a decal or something. So there is that, but still overall, I really like it. And then taking a look at the car a little bit more, there's the front of it. You can see the red for the lights and all that. So you get to see a little bit better on the box, but there you go. I think that's a really nice touch. This would have done really nicely with some light up effects. It would have been awesome if it lit up, and also if it made the sounds that it made in the movie. There's that engine growling sound that we heard, but what can you do? Here's the back of it. There's the engine. Again, love the red lights there, the way the engine looks and is detailed. I think that looks fantastic. Looks like a hot rod, homemade, kind of built up car, and I really like it. So looks good from multiple angles, of course. Now, this does not open. That door is sealed or was never cut in. I don't know if in the movie that it's supposed to open or not. We really don't ever see it open in the movie, but maybe it does, but it's fine. It is a two-seater though, so you could probably get another figure in there. Now, the figure that I have in here did not come with the Batmobile, so this is just a standard Robert Pattinson release there. And then as you can see, there is detailing and stickers for the consoles there. I haven't tried to get him to hold the steering wheel, but, that's fine. But yeah, there's the inside of it. So yeah, I think it looks great when you have the door closed and he's just sort of sitting in there. And then there is the back of it, if you're so interested, or the bottom of it, I should say. But yeah, I think it looks great. I think for me, this works as a representation of the Pattinson Batmobile. Let's see how this compares to a few other of the McFarlane Batmobiles. All right, so there is the Pattinson Batmobile in the center. tumbler on the right and the 89 Batmobile on the left there. My 89 Batmobile is not modified in any way. That is the one that came with the Batman figure. I know I could get the McFarlane Toys upgrade for the canopy top, but I keep everything stock pretty much. So yeah, that's what you get. But there you go. And it's funny because the tumbler, I feel like, has better weathering than the Patterson one, even though the tumbler really shouldn't have any weathering because it never was really shown with any sort of weathering in the movie. For God's sakes, Lucas Fox gave it a fresh coat of black paint in Batman Begins, so really never had any weathering. That weathering probably would have looked a lot better on the Patterson Batmobile, but what are you going to do? As far as the sizes go, yeah, I don't think these are really in scale to each other. I feel like the tumbler should be bigger than the Patterson Batmobile, but I could be wrong. It's known to happen, but you know, maybe this isn't scale. I don't think so though, but I still think they are going to look really nice on my shelf here. I got this shelf off Amazon. I'll throw a link in the description below, but it perfectly fits all of the Batmobiles, and I don't think I'll have any problem getting this Patterson one on the shelf as well. But there you go. There's a look at the new Robert Pattinson Batmobile. If you have any interest in picking this up, I'd highly recommend it. I know I've seen some finds on Instagram of people finding like the Batman Forever Batmobile at Ross for like $25 and things like that. Hey, more power to you if you want to wait and see if it's going to go on clearance somewhere. But don't wait too long. Once the license goes back to Mattel, who knows how much these will go up in value. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate McFarlane Toys making all of these different movie Batmobiles. It's just great having all the movie Batmobiles in the same 7-inch scale. Listen, I know they're pricier these days, and I forgot how much I paid for this one, but yeah, they're definitely a little bit pricier, but still, that we're still getting these. I appreciate it. Up next, we have the Rebirth Batmobile that just went up for pre-order today. Then after that, I don't know what else they have planned. If there's going to be any more Batmobiles after that, we will find out. But there you go. There's your look at the Patterson Batmobile. I'll definitely do some more footage and whatnot of this guy on my Instagram page. But for now, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time and have a great day.